Hello everyone, this is Navin Shekhawat. Welcome back on the YouTube channel English Sahitya. Friends, you are getting the different topics or the variety of the topics here on this platform related to the English literature, and those are relevant particularly to NET and SET examinations. So in the series of these videos, and we can say in today's video particularly, I am going to discuss a different topic, an interesting and we can say the most relevant topic to the NET examination of English literature. In this video, we will be talking about, you can see on this whiteboard, this is Bible translations. So Bible translations is the most relevant topic. The relevant, we can say why, because the questions from this topic used to come in the exam like NET and SET and other examinations related to English literature particularly. So we will be talking over this topic today. So if you talk about the Bible translation, then the translations of Bible till now, if you talk about, then approx in 690 languages this Bible is translated. Okay, and if you talk about the different translation, the different languages, so we find that about 3000 languages it is translated, but this in 3000 languages this is not fully translated, this is not full translations, complete translations, but in 698 languages we have the translations that are complete basically. So we can say that this is the most translated book ever in the world. If we talk about the translation, then I have divided this particular topic in three phases. The first, we have Old English translations, then we have Middle English translations, then Modern English translation. So Old English translations, these if you talk about the time period, then this is 300 to 1100, and Middle English is from 1100 to 1500, then 1500 to 1700. Now we are going to talk about the translations of Old English period. Basically, this was the time when the Christians came to Britain or England, we can say. So they started coming to Britain and England or England. So ये जो टाइम था जब क्रिश्चियनिटी धीरे धीरे क्या हो रही थी, फैल रही थी उस टाइम पे, एंड इन 597 बेसिकली ऑगस्टन स्टार्टेड स्प्रेडिंग द क्रिश्चियनिटी देयर, एंड इन 405 we have Jerome's Bible at that time. Jerome's Jerome's Bible. So Jerome's Bible was there, and we can say that at that particular time the Bible that was present at that time was in Greek language, Hebrew language, and we can say Aramaic language. So these three languages were there in which this Bible was present at that time. So after this Jerome's Bible, some other translators like Bede, Alfred, or Alfaric translation we can say. So these were the translators who tried to translate the Bible in Old English, but what they did, basically they did not complete it. ठीक है, उन्होंने कुछ पार्ट तो किया but they did not complete it. That's why these are not that much important to discuss in video. And we have 405 Jerome's Bible, and after that one in 1066 the famous thing, that is Battle of Hastings was there, or the other name is Battle of Hastings or Norman Conquest was there, and William became the king. After that French started the domination over there, and the time of the Middle English era was started after 1066. So we can say this was a time of Middle English period or Middle English translation. So 1100 to 1500, this was the time, and in this time particularly, this was a time when there was not that much translations were there of Bible, but an important translation was there, that was John Wycliffe. John Wycliffe was there, and John Wycliffe was a professor who led the Lollard movement. You know about this famous movement, that is Lollard movement. And this was the time of रिफॉर्मेशन का टाइम था ये. और उस टाइम पे जॉन विक्लिफ ने दे बेसिकली थॉट दैट वी शुड हैव व्हाट a Bible that is in vernacular language. So they started translating it, and John Purvey was also there. He helped him because at that time we can say the two versions of the Bible was there. One is of John Wycliffe and John Purvey. So this was the time of 1380s or 1382 we can say. This time हमारे पास ट्रांसलेशन आई. जॉन विक्लिफ ने क्या किया कि लैटिन से ट्रांसलेट किया बाइबल को मिडिल इंग्लिश के अंदर. एंड ही दिस बाइबल वाज नॉट कंसिडर्ड दैट मच गुड, क्योंकि ये जो बाइबल थी दिस वाज द ट्रांसलेशन ऑफ ट्रांसलेशन. हाउ? बिकॉज इट वाज ट्रांसलेटेड फ्रॉम द लैटिन वर्जन ऑफ द ट्रांसलेशन ऑफ द बाइबल. एंड लैटिन के अंदर जो है वो बेसिकली जो ओरिजिनल है उससे ट्रांसलेट किया गया था. सो दिस वाज कंसिडर्ड not that much good, not that much relevant, because this was the translation of translation. After that in 1405 we have Gutenberg's printing press. ठीक है, printing press आया, and we have the printed form of the Bible in 1405. That was Latin Bible basically. And after that in modern English translation की बात करें तो modern English translation के अंदर हमारे 1525 में we have the Tyndale's Bible, यानी कि William Tyndale was there. William Tyndale started translation of Bible, and he started translation from the original language Greek and Hebrew. So उन्होंने जो है ओरिजिनल जो बाइबल थी उससे ट्रांसलेशन जो है वो स्टार्ट किया. एंड ये जो ट्रांसलेशन था दिस वाज कंप्लीटेड इन 1535. एंड द क्रेडिट ऑफ दिस ट्रांसलेशन ऑफ विलियम टिंडेल गोज टू माइल्स कोवरडेल. माइल्स कोवरडेल जो है उनका जो है ट्रांसलेशन वो क्या है कि उन्होंने कंप्लीट किया इसको. ठीक है, किसको? विलियम टिंडेल का जो ट्रांसलेशन शुरू किया था उन्होंने उसको कंप्लीट किया माइल्स कोवरडेल ने. एंड दिस माइल्स कोवरडेल्स translation is considered the better translation because this was from the direct the Hebrew language. ठीक है, तो this was the time of Henry VIII basically, and Henry VIII considered it the best Bible, and this Bible was named as Great Bible, the Great Bible. Then we have Cranmer's Bible. Then other name is Whitchurch Bible. Then again the next one is Great Bible, Cranmer's, Whitchurch, and the another one is I am not remembering the name right now. So these are the names of this particular Bible, Miles, that is translated by Miles Coverdale. And why it is known as Cranmer's Bible? Because this was this Cranmer's Bible, Cranmer basically what he did, he added the preface to the Bible. That's why this is known as Cranmer's Bible. Why this is known as Whitchurch Bible? Because Whitchurch was a basically publication at that time, and he published this Bible. That's why this is known also as Whitchurch Bible. Yes, the another one is Chained Bible. Why it is known as Chained Bible? Because this was very huge. ठीक है, तो ये इनके और जो नाम थे वो माइल्स कोवरडेल के द्वारा पब्लिश की गई, जो ट्रांसलेट की गई जो बाइबल थी उनके नाम थे ये. देन आफ्टर 1535 वी हैव द अनदर बाइबल, दैट इज Geneva Bible in 1560. The interesting story behind the Geneva Bible, why it is named as Geneva Bible, is that there was this was the time of Queen Mary, and Queen Mary was also known as Bloody Mary. So why she is known as Bloody Mary? Because she was, at that time she was brutally, killing the Protestants of that time, and some of the translators were flew away because of the fear of Queen Mary to Switzerland, and there they went to Geneva, and there they started their work, and they completed their work in Geneva. That's why they translated that Bible in Geneva particularly. That's why this is known as Geneva Bible. And in 1560 we got Geneva Bible. This is also good Bible, and this is considered the authorized Bible basically. But the drawback was there in the eyes of King James was why he changed this Bible again in 1604 or 1611. These are the important dates, important years, that Geneva Bible basically did not include one thing, that was the divine right. ठीक है, तो ऐसी चीजें उसने इंक्लूड नहीं की. Divine right theory was not included in the Geneva Bible, and that's why King James wanted to change it. King James wanted to revise it. King James wanted to translate it again, and in 1604 King James made a committee basically, and of 40 peoples, and in that committee, that committee was under Lancelot Andrews. So Lancelot Andrews was there in 1604. Lancelot Andrews के अंडर जो है वो कमेटी स्थगित की गई और बनाई गई, और उन्होंने they started working over the translation of the Bible, and after that in 1611 they came with the Bible, that is King James Bible. और 1881 तक ये बाइबल जो है एग्जिस्टेंस के अंदर रही, यानी कि 1881 तक इसको चेंज नहीं किया गया, इसको बेसिकली लागू कर दिया गया. ठीक है, सो अप टू दिस टाइम द फाइनल बाइबल वाज किंग जेम्स बाइबल, और उसके बाद तो ट्रांसलेशन होते रहे हैं, सो दोज आर नॉट रेलिवेंट बेसिकली. सो this is the story of the this Bible translation. If I want to sum it up, then we can say that the first thing, that in the Old English period, we have this particular Saint Jerome's Bible was there, and some incomplete translations were there. So this is not that much important. Then in Middle English period we have the Wycliffe's translation, or John Purvey was there, and they translated the Bible from Latin or Vulgate's Bible we can say. So Latin Bible से उन्होंने क्या किया, उसको translate किया, and that was not considered the good Bible, that not much better. So again उसके बाद 1405 में क्या आया, गटनबर्ग प्रेस आया, और वहां पे बाइबल जो है वो प्रिंटेड फॉर्म में मिली हमें. देन in modern English translations, if you talk about, then we have in 1525 William Tyndale, who started translation with the original work, that is in Hebrew and Greek, और उसी से उन्होंने डायरेक्ट ट्रांसलेशन स्टार्ट किया. बट द क्रेडिट गोज टू विलियम टिंडेल. विलियम टिंडेल ने स्टार्ट किया, एंड माइल्स कोवरडेल गॉट द क्रेडिट बेसिकली. सो माइल्स कोवरडेल जो है उन्होंने कंप्लीट किया उसको, एंड दैट इज आल्सो दैट translation is also known as Cranmer's Bible, the Great Bible, and Witzer's Bible, and another one Chained Bible also. So after that in 1560 में जो बाइबल आई, that is Geneva Bible, and thus I already told you the story of that Bible, the name of the Bible basically, why it is named as the Geneva Bible. So Queen Mary was there and all. So after that King James again started the working of the translation of this Bible, because divine right theory and all religious things like that were not included in that basically that book, that translation. So finally we got King James Bible in 1611, and उसके बाद से फिर जो है उसको लागू कर दिया गया. So this is the history, or we can say the translation history of the Bible. So आपको समझ में आया होगा I think अच्छे से. Thank you very much.